Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. How lovely to have you joining us today. Um, we're here. We did it. This is Debbie
Paula.
and Paula. And on the other side of the camera, sitting quietly, is
Sarah.
Sarah. She's a little camera shy this week, but we're breaking her in slowly. One day she's going to come on the camera to be with us, aren't you, Sarah?
Hopefully.
It's going to happen, people. You heard it here first. It's going to happen.
We'll break her.
We will. First up, we want to wish our campers a happy camping weekend. And no, they're not in tents, they're actually on a sewing camp. And we've had a lot of people prepping for it, so they're very excited and looking forward to it. I just need to turn that volume off there, right there. Okay, got it.
Well, if you are a camper and you're working on a project and you are seeing this now or later, bring your projects in. I want to see.
Yes, we know that you're all been collecting your little projects, one thing and another, and you're going to be all sewing like crazy. So
some really cool projects that I saw this week. So.
Yeah, so we're excited to see them when you finished, or even post them for us. That would be good.
That'd be good. Tag us.
But most importantly, have a good weekend. We hope you really enjoy it. All right. Next up, we have this. We just signed up for a program through Jaftex. Now, if you remember, we did the Jaftex video recently, and this is another challenge that starts next week, September the 1st, and it runs, I believe, through November the 30th. And it's called Scott Sent Me 2021 Challenge. Now, he hasn't published everything about this just yet. We are going to put a link in our comments to the Scott Sent Me program so you can read bits and pieces about it. But basically, the head of Jaftex is encouraging people to shop local yarns, local quilt shops, and you get a little stamp right here for visiting us at Wild and Woolly. You get a little photo opportunity, but more importantly,
great prices.
And the way that you win this thing is to get the most stamps and validations from different shops that you visit and that you post about. First prize is $1,000 credit for a winner to shop at their favourite quilt shop. It must be a Jaftex quilt shop, somebody that sells Jaftex fabrics. So we describe to you what Jaftex umbrella, what's covered under the umbrella of Jaftex, and that's the Free Spirit, which is Cave, Tim Holtz, Tula Pink, all of those. So that's Free Spirits, it's Studio E, it's A.E. Nathan, it's Blank Quilting, and it's a few others. There are a lot of companies under this umbrella, so you can shop anywhere that is a customer of those companies. So the first prize is 1,000, the second prize is 700, the third prize is 500, the fourth prize is a $250 credit, fifth prize 150, and then there will be 6 10th place prizes of $100 credit in your shop. So have at it, people. You've got nothing to lose here. Sarah, did you post that link to this program?
Yes, I did.
So Sarah's posted the link to the program, and I can tell you the basic information and the Facebook pages and one thing and another, that will be all in the information. More information will be forthcoming, and we'll let you know once we're set up here, and we'll get the little photo opportunity frame set up for you too.
Get that money.
Get that money.
Mm-hmm.
Get that money. Oh, and then also, if you come in and you say Scott sent me, you get a free fat quarter.
Oh, that's extra special.
So I'm going to come in and say that every day.
Can you? I think it's one per customer. But yeah, come get a fat quarter and maybe $1,000.
$1,000.
That'll buy a lot of fabric.
That's a lot of
or yarn.
Fabric.
Oh, it has to be fabric. I would buy a lot of fabric.
Fabric.
Okay. Well, speaking of fabric and yarn, we have a lot of classes coming up.
We do have a lot of classes coming up.
We have a Fixing Your Mistakes, a knitting class. That's a really great one. How to fix any mistakes that you're making as you're knitting. well, maybe not any mistakes, but most mistakes.
Give you the confidence
Yes.
to tackle them.
Everything's fixable. That one
Yes.
is September 15th at 1:15 in the afternoon.
Mm-hmm.
So join in. And then we have Sew a Jelly Roll Day, September 18th.
These patterns that I'm showing you are from Moda. And if you sign up for a class on Jelly Roll Day, you get your choice of patterns to take home with you. This is Savannah Squares. This is Step This Way. This is Cute Tiddlywinks. That's Kim's favourite, by the way. This is Taffy. Why? Because it looks like a piece of candy.
Mm-hmm.
This is Quadrangle. That would work beautifully. Somebody was talking about doing this with the Civil War fabrics the other day. That would be kind of cool. So you sign up for a class and join us. Jelly Roll Day, September the 18th. Free patterns.
Yeah, we have 2 classes that day. One is at 10:15 in the morning and another one at 1:30 in the afternoon. And look at that, stickers.
Get a sticker.
Who doesn't love a sticker? Yes.
Oh, and we have other prizes, actually. Moda has given us other prizes, including a jelly roll and some charm squares, all sorts of different prizes we have if you sign up for class on the 18th and join us and celebrate.
Do you want to show the jelly roll quilt we brought over here? There's a beautiful jelly roll quilt, just made with one jelly roll, and then a little border. That's it. And you can make this in the class if you come join us. You can get your jelly roll and make it.
And blue is my favourite colour.
I'll be there. I think I have a black and white jelly roll. I'm really excited.
Sweet. Did you get the line back?
Yes. Yes.
Tula pink.
Yes, Tula pink. Okay. So the next class is One Block Wonders. That one's really exciting. It's really interesting. I didn't know much about this, and I've been learning all about it. you take one fabric and you find shapes and spots where you can, right?
So you take one really very large print fabric. The bigger the print, the better. And then there's actually an app on the phone that you take a photograph of the fabric of your choice, and it will break it down and it'll show you what the finished quilt's going to look like. There is some prep work involved in this class. You must, if you sign up for class, you must sign up for this One Block Wonder, and you must prep yourself by reading a little bit about it and becoming more familiar with it. And then your very first class, Pat Schneider is going to walk you through it, how to use the book and how to use the app. But these things are amazing.
Super fun. That's September 21st at 10 o'clock. It starts. Yeah.
Very good.
And then we have some yarn related classes. Knitting 101 starts back again September 25th.
Yes, September the 25th. And sign up soon, because actually we've already got sign-ups for that class.
Yeah, very popular. It's just wrapping up now. Very popular class. And really exciting to see all the little washcloths and things that people made with them.
Yes.
And the super, super popular indigo dyeing class, September 25th and October 23rd. So sign up now, because that one will sell out.
I can tell you we've already got a lot of sign-ups for the October class. And I think probably because it can be a bit cooler in October than September, because this is an outdoor class. So we might have to rethink the September thing. We'll see how you go. If you want to sign up for it, sign up for it. But if you're thinking, flipping heck, it might be a bit too warm, October is still a go. We're going to play that one by ear. Yeah.
All right. You want to tell us about your fun trip you had?
I do. So the last time we were talking to you, Kim and I were getting to wrap up and go to, no, actually that was the time before last, when Kim and I were getting ready to go to the Fibre Festival. So what we did was we had a good time at the Fibre Festival, and we hooked up with this lady, the Fibre Studio, right here. This lady is a lovely lady who happens to be called Debbie. And
no relation.
She hand dyes all of these yarns. These are fingering weight yarns. And we started a relationship with this lady, and we're going to start carrying her yarns because, frankly, they are stunning.
Yeah.
And not only are they stunning, but the lady is really, really lovely. She was happy to see us. She wanted to forge a relationship. She took some time, and she spent some time with us and worked with us. And it's somebody that you want to do business with. That means a lot to me.
Sure. It's regional. It's like, it's local.
It's local yarn. This is just, we bought a little smattering.
That one's really pretty.
I know. We bought a little Look at this one. Wow.
And they're one of a kind, because she dyes them and makes them.
All one of a
You're gonna have to
kind.
fight me for a couple of them if you come get me.
They are.
And then she has those tiny cutesy little things. Oh my word, they're so cute. It's like a yarn candy bag over here, and you can
A
do all
lucky
kinds
dip.
of. You can, I mean, you can just hold on to these and just be
Play with them.
happy. Or you can use these if you knit socks to make your little heels or toes or cuffs of the sock.
Or if you want to do a colour shift shawl, whoosh,
A whole
beautiful.
bunch of them.
You can do anything you
Yes.
want with it.
Really beautiful and very soft yarn.
So we're happy. We're happy to be starting this relationship. But big news is she's also going to be coming and doing a trunk show. And we don't have that set up yet, but we're going to let you know as soon as we do. But this is going to be our new local hand-dyed yarn, and we're very, very excited about it. It's going to be a good thing.
And the ones you showed are in the store right now for the moment.
For the moment.
For the moment. Once they're gone, they're gone.
I have a secret bag in the office that I already got.
Yeah, but that one's yours.
Oh, yeah, that's mine.
Yes. All right.
So moving on, we're going to, last week, if you remember, we did thread weights. This week, we're going to do yarn weights. Yarn's a little bit thicker than the thread we were doing. This is the standard yarn weight system by the Yarn Council of the USA. And this is a nationally recognized and used system here.
Who knew there was a yarn council?
Yeah, who knew that? I knew.
I mean, I knew the weights, but I didn't know there was a council that gets together and
the yarn standards
decides
people.
Weights.
They do.
That's
they
all right.
All sorts of things.
That's all right.
Washing things.
Serious stuff.
Serious stuff. So in our shop, we have above our sections of yarn, we sorted ours by weight, because most people that come into the shop ask for yarns by weight and often aren't quite sure what they're asking for. So we've got numbers up on the walls and on the counters all the way from 1 through 6, around 0 through 6 are our numbers. So what is 0, Paula?
0 is lace weight. It is so thin. It's like practically thread. Look at that.
Yes.
And oftentimes you hold this two at a time, 2 threads at a time, maybe 2 colors at a time, so that you don't spend the rest of your life knitting the one piece. But you know, it's beautiful. This is a mohair, so it's just so soft and beautiful. And of course, it makes a wonderful drape. It's a really interesting. It's not the most popular one you're going to see. Not a lot of people will knit with this as much as they'll knit with other weights, but I think it's lovely.
And we had a lady, she came and she made a top. She made it out of, she held this together with a lace weight silk merino. It was the most delectable thing that you've seen for some time. And if it's you and if you're watching us, go ahead and put a post of that project in the comments, because people would love to see it. It was absolutely stunning. Stunning.
Yes. It creates a very specific and very lovely fabric.
And people often do hold it together with something else, unless you want a very airy
maybe a shawl or something.
Yes. Yeah. So then that was the 0 lace weight, also known as 10 count crochet thread. And then we have the number 1, which is super fine, and which is also known as sock and fingering and baby weight. All of these have different names, but if you see anything that's sock, fingering, or baby weight, or number 1, then it's this fingering sock weight yarn. And this is Debbie's Fiber Studio yarn again. Look,
that might be my favorite.
And then this beautiful little mini skein for your heel and your cuff, or for whatever you want. You can, if you're making a shirt, you can, put a little accent trim or something like that, or around your, what are these called, your shoulders right here. Beautiful. So this is a fingering, and you would use this primarily for socks, but also for shawls. Also, if you wanted a really lightweight shirt or a really lightweight blanket, what else would you use it for?
Well, I made a shirt, a summer shirt with a sleeveless shirt.
Oh, what is that? Yeah. Let's have a look at that.
I have it right here.
It's beautiful.
And it's made with all sock weight yarn. So it's right here.
How gorgeous is that?
That's just 3 balls of sock weight yarn, and it's just very lightweight.
Which sock weight yarn is that?
It's the Pop
socks.
sock,
It's the bamboo pop socks.
bamboo pop sock that we have in stock, and we have in stock in this color, but there's also a black and white I'm eyeing. But yeah, you could make anything that you make with other yarn, and what it would give you is just a little more drape, a little obviously a lighter consistency. And in the South, sometimes it's the right answer to use that instead of some of the thicker. And you can convert if you have a pattern for something that requires a thicker yarn. You can convert it to use a lighter yarn. We can help you with that.
Yes, we
You
can.
You can do whatever
Just
you
a
want.
little bit of math.
Yes, that's right. Okay, number two is it's called fine sport or baby. So baby, you'll see it mostly in baby yarn. It's just a little bit thicker, as far as we go. It's not the most common. You won't see a ton of this outside of baby stuff, but it's a really, really nice thickness, because you can do a lot of the things that you would do with a sock weight yarn with this yarn, but still get that drape, and still get that thinness in your material. And look, this one has the little symbols, so you can
so
maybe
that's
see
a good
it.
thing, actually. Yes, we should be showing the symbols.
There you go. See how it says number 2, and it's that same symbol from the standards people. So that's how you can read. You can look for that symbol on the label, or of course, if you're here, you can ask us or look at the signs over the yarns.
Okay, and so while we're talking about that, not all of the yarns have the symbols on it. So if you pick up a yarn and it doesn't have the symbol and you're not sure what it is, then you're going to go by stitch gauge. So if we pull that one back over and show them where the stitch gauge is.
Here's the symbol right there, and then the stitch gauge.
Okay, so you read that stitch gauge out to them. No,
oh, sorry. Woo! That was gonna be hard. I wear reading glasses, but made for that. Okay, so another thing that you always see on the labels, or you usually will see on the labels, is what size crochet needle or knitting needle you're going to need. And so this says for US size 3 to 5 in I'm sorry.
How many stitches per 4 inches?
It's this one has for 1 inch.
Okay,
usually it'll say for 4 inches, but this one says for 1 inch, and it says about 6 by 8.
6 to 8 stitches per inch. Mm-hmm. So 6, 12, 18. So it's 24, 86 and 24. This is 24 to 32 stitches.
Right.
Yes. So on a size 3 to 5.
So that makes it a 2.
So this is how you would read that if you didn't know what the numbers were. Here you are on your sport weight right here. Whee! And this one is 21 to 26, 23 to 26 stitches. So that fits right in the 26 to 32. And then it tells you here on a size 1 to 3 needle. So even if this little symbol isn't on that, by looking at that stitch gauge and comparing it to this chart, what weight that yarn is.
Mm-hmm. And we can help you, of course. Maybe. The next one's really popular size.
This is a DK. We sell well, first of all, oh my gosh, look how gorgeous this is. Did I mention blue is my colour? This is absolutely gorgeous. Look at that. Love this yarn. Anyway, yes. Bamboo Pop, it's 50% cotton, 50% bamboo. We sell a ton of this yarn here. Plus, Bamboo Pop is one of the authorised yarns for knitted knockers.
Yeah, knitted knockers is, if you don't know, is knitted prosthesis that for breast cancer patients. And they have a list of approved yarns, and we sell 2 of them here at the store. And one of the reasons they're approved is because they're so soft and they wash really, really well and hold their shape. So Bamboo Pop it's the bomb. Fantastic. And we have a lot of DK weight yarn, so not just that one. Of course.
We have a lot of DK because it's good for the South. It's nice and lightweight. So DK, you can see here, DK is a number 3. See the number 3 right here? I don't know how you can do this backwards. See the number 3
not
right
easy.
There? So it's a DK, which is a double knit, which is also known as light worsted. Light worsted weight. And this is good for baby blankets, baby sweaters, cardigans, tees, tank tops.
Here, a shawl.
A shawl. This is our Pico Wedge shawl. You remember this, folks?
This is a DK weight.
DK weight. That's the Miller
Still a
Fiora.
little hot for it, but soon,
Slapping up your
soon.
neck. Yeah.
But it's great for shirts. We have a short sleeve shirt here on display, a blue one that Bess knitted. That's DK weight.
And you would use somewhere, depends what your pattern is, a 5 to 7 needle, 5 to 7 US needle.
Yes. Okay, so that one's called light worsted. So the next one, number 4, is called worsted. And this is probably the most common yarn. If you go to any store that has yarn, they're going to have a lot of this stuff. But in the South, it's less common to see people knitting with this. But it's because it's or maybe wearing it. Yeah. It's very common, but it's just not as common as it might be in a colder climate.
True that.
But it's it's your standard yarn. If you're a beginner, it's a wonderful yarn to start with to get used to it. And there are so many patterns you can make with this, and you can really make anything with this. You can make sweaters, you can make scarves, just anything you want to make. Hats, great for hats, for mittens, for there she goes to look for something. Something pops into her head. She has to go look for it. But yes, and I know what she's bringing. So this beautiful red just came in, and as you can see, it's kind of like a Christmas red. And what do you know? We already have Christmas stockings because there's not as much time as you think left to make these. But Bess made these. It's a free pattern. We have the pattern. We have lots of different yarns.
Lots of red, white, and greens.
Lots of choices for you to make, but these are worsted. And so this is kind of the fabric that you're looking for when you think of a traditional knit. You're thinking of worsted weight.
Yes, you are. And what number is worsted weight?
It's number 4.
It's number 4, and then moving on, we come to number 5, which is considered bulky. And this is a bulky yarn. This is a bulky cotton that we have. We sell a ton of this stuff because it's cotton, so it's nice for the South. But it's bulky and it's insanely soft. So this is number 5. And number 5 is called chunky, craft, or rug, or bulky. And this you would use a size 9 or size 11 needle. And you can there are some really beautiful chunky cardigan sweaters out there. Chunky hats are really big. Chunky blankets are really big because they work up really fast because they're chunky. Bulky.
The bigger the yarn, the faster it works, and blankets take a long time because they're big. But also they make a really nice, the bulkier yarns make a really nice blanket because it's nice and squishy. Yes. And so we went from light worsted to worsted, and now we went to bulky to...
That was number 5.
That was number 5. Number 6 is super bulky. They run out of ideas at the standards place at that point. And super bulky is just like it sounds, really thick, really great for blankets, really great for maybe a cowl, something like that, like really warm.
Or that hat
hat that we have over here.
We have a nice super bulky hat, and tell you what, that's a 2-hour project, this hat, because it's so thick.
About that, I might wear that. Yeah, it's just so fast because the yarn is so thick, and so it knits really, really fast.
Yeah. And
it's nice and warm. And I know we don't get that much cold weather around here, but when it's cold, it's cold.
And if you go on the beach in the middle of the winter, you can wear a hat.
Yes, I wear a hat like this and a cowl, and I feel very warm no matter what I'm wearing. Obviously, in the wintertime. Yes, and you use such big needles. It's kind of fun. It kind of looks like this is really fun. It's a lot of, I don't know. I feel like the needles make more noise when they're bigger, and it's kind of fun.
It's chunky, and you would use an 11 to a 17 needle on these. It is a workout, I've got to tell you. If you're doing a bloody blanket on a size 17, it's a workout.
If you have a needle set and you see those big needles at the end of the set, and you're like, "What is that for?" That's what they're for. Yeah, and if you don't have a needle set, you definitely, if you're knitting with this, you want a cable needle, I think, because that'll make it so much easier for it to like lay on your lap when you're knitting, so the weight doesn't
lay on your lap.
On your lap. I meant lap, obviously.
Lamb would be cute.
Lamb doesn't make any sense.
It's wool.
Yeah, no, I don't think so.
All right, so that's the super bulky number 6, and like we're saying, this is awesome how fast this works up.
It's really fun.
And number 7 is jumbo, which we don't actually keep jumbo in this shop. Jumbo is that stuff that you typically would see, you know, how people do the big arm knitting and things.
There's a lot of specialty yarns out there, and some are, beyond the scope of these categories for sure.
Can we see a couple of your projects in DK?
Yes,
so
you
people can see that.
I have a couple. I already showed you this little shawl.
Yes.
This is the easiest shawl. If you're a beginner and you want to start knitting, this is all knit. You don't have to purl at all, and it's just the easiest, most fun shawl.
And guess what? We have a YouTube tutorial on that. And if we remember afterwards, I'll actually copy the link to it, and we did a tutorial, and we'll paste it in the comments.
And we'll give you the pattern, but the pattern is literally like a little strip of paper because it's that easy.
Yeah.
I have here a summer shirt. Let's see.
Summer silk.
Summer silk. Yeah, this is DK weight. It's a little bit wrinkled. Apologies for that. But yeah, and it has an I-cord. If you know, an I-cord is a way to make a little round border all around. It's really nice.
It's a really nice finish, actually.
Yes.
Sometimes
very silky.
Necklines are a little raggy, aren't they? So it's nice to do
yes.
that.
And here's one that I have one more into. I'm hiding it behind it.
I think this is really cute.
This is a really fun project. This was a really, really fun project. And again, DK weight. So the picture in the project, the picture on Ravelry of the lady the model wearing it, she's at the beach. So because it's cotton, so it's it's lightweight and it's a cotton, so it's thicker than a t-shirt. I'm not gonna say it's maybe not this month, but in a couple months.
Yeah, and it's the Rowan soft jack, which is the cotton yak combination.
Yeah,
very nice. So does anybody have any questions about weights?
No questions yet.
Okay, all right. Very good. So if you have any questions, you let us know and we'll attempt to answer them for you. But we will remember to put a link to Scott Sent Me, and we'll tell you more information about that as it comes up. And then we'll put a link also to the Yarn Standard Weight System. These charts are phenomenal. We have these in the shop. You can get them from us, or you can download it from our link and print it out yourself. But if you're stuck, a lot of people don't, they're not really sure where they're at with sizes. And this just really, really helps you if you don't know what the numbers mean.
And it's so helpful because if you use Ravelry, which is kind of the website where you can find the most patterns, like sometimes they'll say, oh, this is baby weight, or this project is worsted weight, and you won't know. Like,
you go, what's that?
There's so many names for the same thing. So it's just nice to have a chart like this, or Google it if you need it.
It is.
Yeah.
And I think that's it from us. I think it's a wrap. Is it?
You know everything about yarn now.
Yes, you do. About the weight of it. Anyway.
And if you're not sure how to use the yarn, come to one of our classes.
One question. What fiber was the red worsted?
Oh, good question.
That's the Superwash Merino.
That was by
which is super soft, 100% wool, and it's super wash because you can wash it like you would anything, really. You can wash it and dry it. Some people don't dry it in the dryer, but I have, and it's.
I'm delicate. Cold.
I like that it's super wash. It's called super wash, so I super wash it.
I like that you can put it in water.
But yeah, it's wool, but it's a very soft wool because of the merino variety.
And it's very handy to be able
and
to put it in the washing
we just
machine.
got a bunch of colors of this one. It's really nice.
It is.
Yeah.
And that's our Christmas spread.
Christmas.
Yeah.
In July, August.
Yeah. Well, I tell you what, you're never too early.
No.
It takes a while to knock those projects out. You folks know that, don't you?
It can.
It takes me a while to knock the projects out. So that's it. That's it for today. And unless there are any more questions, Sarah?
No, that was it.
All right. So let us know, and please go ahead onto our website, thewildandwoolly.com. Take a look at our classes and sign up for some, because we've got some awesome classes coming up, and I don't want you to lose your spot.
Speaking of the website, I forgot to say, you said you can shop the yarns here by weight. You can also filter by weight on the website.
Yes, you can. That's a really good point right there. Yes.
I do that all the time.
I do too. In fact, most people, I think, shop by weight.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, and that's it. So thank you very much for joining us today. And
thank you, Sarah.
Thank you, Sarah.
For your assistance.
Thank you.
For your silence.
Yes.
Anyway, folks, have a lovely weekend and take care. We'll speak to you soon. Bye-bye.
Bye.